Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Decided to have a clean shave, looked in the mirror and reminded myself why I normally grow a goatee. I'm nearly 40 years old, so I've got a bit of a baby face when I have a shave. Anyway, today we're going to check out 4 bands. We're going to be here for quite a while because these are quite long tracks, so get yourself comfy, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth every second of your time because today we're going to check out 4 Blackened Thrash bands, and I cannot wait to check it out. Blackened Thrash is something I haven't really heard a lot of, but we have had a couple of bands on the channel and I've really enjoyed it. I think just adding a blackened edge to pretty much any other genre of music works, and I enjoy it. It just brings in a nastiness, a darkness, an evilness to the music. You can do it in a bunch of different ways, whether it's with the vocal tone, with the guitar tone, with the type of guitar in, bringing in some blast beats or something like that on the drums. So man, just bringing a blackened edge to all your music, guys. I absolutely love it. A couple of the bands we've got today are from the UK as well, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if this first band are. No, these guys are from LA, and they're a bunch of teenagers doing blackened thrash as well, which is nice. So let's check these guys out. This is Diabology with Seas of Eternity. You don't see many 8 strings in thrash music. Got a cool vocal. Yeah, nastiness to the vocal sounds great. Yeah, really like the vocal, man. It's got a nasty gravel to it. I wish I sounded like that when I was a teenager. Great job. Remember, these guys are a bunch of teenagers killing it. I wasn't making music like this when I was a teenager, and I wish I had, and I wish I could. Sick, doing a great job. I thought these guys sounded thrashy as hell, a nice blackened edge in there, but also I'd say a nice deathy edge in there. Those vocals do go great in any death metal band. Deep and low, gravelly, got a nastiness, a harshness to it. I really, really enjoyed the vocal tone, thought it sounded great with the music. Nice punchy drums and drumming that goes along with the riffs to punch it out and accent it. You could hear the bass nicely as well. So yeah, these guys did a great job. Now, I was wondering, he's got an 8-string guitar in there, and I'm pretty sure the last 2 strings are totally redundant in this band because he didn't touch them at all. So probably just a waste of time having an 8-string guitar in this kind of music, because unless you're going to go onto those low tones, it's just an extra bunch of strings sat on your guitar doing nothing. So I don't know. It's cool that you've got an 8-string guitar, but if you're not going to use those 8 strings and kind of bring that into the music, I don't know why you'd use one really. It's just going to be extra heavy around your neck. But man, cool band, really enjoyed it. We'll have to get these guys back on the channel. Now, this is a new band to the channel, Hellfekted, and I noticed that they've been putting out some other new music recently, but we've got this one from December 2020 to check out. This is a long track, nearly 7 minutes long, so get yourself comfy. This is Method of Destruction. Let's give it a spin. Bit more lo-fi. Yeah. Now these guys have brought in the blackness with the tone and the sound and the mix. Lo-fi and nasty, sounds great. Like the distortion on the vocal as well, sounds cool. Goes with the whole roughness and dirtiness of the mix. Sorry about the dead bodies. Yeah, the bass cutting through really nice on this one. Sounds great. Cool riffing on the guitar. There's that bass again. Yeah, sounds great. I love it when the bass cuts through like that. Nice rawness on those cymbals. Double bass sounds nice and raw as well. You can hear the pad hitting the drum. Is that bass again? Cool. Nice solo, but my ear was on the bass the whole time. Yeah, really cutting through. Very cool track, great sound. Love the vibe on this one in the overall tone of the mix, raw, dirty, blackened, got the right guitar tone. Love that the bass cut through and you could hear it and it was doing runs and cool stuff, bends and chords and things like that, which cut over the guitar. Sounded amazing underneath the solo as well. Very, very nice. Nice long track, but it moved through the track nicely, didn't get boring or anything like that, because it had a lot of energy. Lots of drum fills, lots of movement on the drums to keep it interesting and move the track from one section to the next. Dope. Nice distortion on the vocal as well, which again just added to that whole blackened tone, gave it a roughness, gave it a lo-fi sound. Sick. I really like blackened edges to pretty much any music, but it goes very, very nicely with thrash, because a lot of black metal is thrashy anyway, but when it's mostly thrash but with a blackened edge instead of being black but with a thrashy edge, you know, it's a slightly different mix and amount of ingredients that you bring into the kind of end format. I really, really like it. Just gives a darkness and a nastiness and an evilness to the music, but you still retain that great thrashiness and thrashy energy, drum beats and all the rest of it. Dope. Very, very cool music. I think these are the guys from the UK. Yeah, from the Midlands, UK. That's where I'm from as well. So shout out to those guys. Now, this next track, these guys aren't from the UK. I'm not quite sure where they're from, though. Somewhere quite foreign to the UK. This is Majaderos. It might be Huesos Rotos is the name of the band. The track is called Majaderos. This one's nearly 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Let's give it a spin. Here we go. hardcore. Yeah, loving the bass. Nice rawness on these cymbals as well. Yeah, nice hardcore element to these guys. I didn't realise they were that hardcore. Great cymbal sound. Nice long solo. Bass is cutting through super nice in this mix as well. You can see him slapping those strings hard as well. Nice job. Yeah, Huesos Rotos. Dope. Now these guys are way more hardcore than I was expecting. Sounded dope, absolutely loved it, but there was Less of a blackened edge in this one, more of a deathy edge, I would say, in those vocals. Again, any death metal band would be happy with those kind of deep, low, airy, gutturally vocals. Sounded great, went nice with the music. It's not necessarily a vocal style you always hear with thrash either, so yeah, I'm digging that a lot. But nice jump up energy in these guys as well. Hardcorey, sounded dope. Really kind of pumping it through with the kind of thrashing hardcore energy. Dope. Very, very cool. Nice to get another band from somewhere else in the world as well. But we're back to the UK again for this last band. I'm almost certain they're from the UK. Yes, from Preston, Lancashire. This is Solitary. Their track is called Catharsis. And again, it's another 5-minute track. So we had some long tracks today, but I've enjoyed them all. None of them have seemed too long, or kind of like they've gone on for a bit too many riffs or loops round a riff. So let's get it on. This is Solitary. The track is called Catharsis. What? These guys are a bit louder than the other guys. More of a buzzsaw kind of guitar tone in this one. A bit more HM2.
Take the uncertain step as your fate succumb to fear. Wait as you gasp for breath, the anxiety that's near. Overwhelmed with sickness, a fear of panic and unknown. Avoid what you can't process when your mind is not so low.
Drums and guitars sound great. Got a nice punch to it.
There is no way that you're coming back from this desperation.
Nice big wanted symbol as well.
Anxiety debilitates the suffering transit. Desperation takes you in the end.
I'll give it to these guys for the nicest solo of the day. That was a nice little shred.
Don't regret, propriety sincere. The vision to us.
relentless energy in these guys. There's no letting up.
Take a stand and face this on your way. You're not alone if they say there is no way that you're coming back from this. Desperation breeds when no hope exists. Anxiety debilitates the suffering transcends. Desperation takes you in the end.
Yeah, nice riffs. That's a great guitar tone. Nice fat bass tone to go underneath it as well. The bass didn't cut through quite as much in this mix as it did in the other bands, and it would have been nice if it did, because that would have been 4 for 4 then today, where all the basses have really cut through, which isn't typical for thrash either, although it is no more so nowadays. That's kind of an old meme now that, you know, thrash had no bass. It does have bass nowadays. It didn't used to have as much bass as it's got now, but you know, all the other 3 bands today, the bass really cut through. You could hear the bass nicely in this one, but it just didn't cut through the guitars in the same kind of way. Have little runs where it's separate to the riff of the guitar. But the guitar tone in this one was so great. It had a power, had a chunk to it, had a kind of ripping and tearing, buzzsaw-y kind of HM2 sound to it. And it just really came across with a nice power, with the riffs, with the energy of the riffs and everything. Really, you know, just felt like it was leaping out of the guitar. Great. Went nicely with the drums as well, which had a great sound. Nice big washy cymbals and punchy drums to punch along with that guitar tone. Dope. And I like the vocal in this one as well. Different kind of vocal to what we've had in the other bands. Less deathy and stuff. More of what you'd expect from a thrash band. We had a nice loose back of the throat, which gave a kind of jingly jangle what I'm trying to say. Jingly jangle gravel in the back of his throat is what I'm trying to say there, and it just went well. It kind of gave it a watery liquid kind of sound to it, bubbling kind of sound, and that's just the back of his throat vibrating, but it went nicely with the music, and sounded, you know, had a cool sound to it. So yeah, I've enjoyed all the bands today. We've been going on for a while. Jesus, half an hour today. I didn't think it was going to be that long today, but man, it's been worth the time for me. I've enjoyed all of these bands. I think they're all new to the channel as well. I don't think we've had any of these guys on before. And man, I like thrash music. I like thrash music more so nowadays than I have done for the last 10 years or so, where I haven't really paid it any mind or attention whatsoever. But nowadays, yeah, I'm getting back into it more and more so. And the more that we can listen to Blackened Thrash bands with a nice rough raw edge to it, or bringing it in with a vocal style or something like that, yes, I'm totally on board with that. As I say, just put a blackened edge on any style of music, I'll be happy with it, because I don't think you can go wrong with that. Yeah, it just comes across nicely. It's a nice rawness, it's an evilness that it comes to the music. Sick. So there you go, there's 4 bands to check out today and a nice long listen. Fair play to you if you've got to the end of this video and heard me go on for half an hour. But man, the bands have been worth it, the music's been worth it, and with this kind of music you do tend to get some longer tracks. So there you go, that's what it's like. So I hope you're having a good day, guys. If you're in a thrash band and you want to get on this channel, or if you're in any band and want to get on this channel, head over to the website, links are in the description, and make a submission and we'll get you on the channel as well. Give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Cheers, bye.